What up, Brody?
Salute, man. How you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm good, yo. So you gotta indulge me for a second. I'm gonna get on my soapbox. I live in Atlanta now, but I was born and raised in Harlem, so I grew up listening to your music. And I remember me and my friends going crazy when Confessions of Fire first came out because we never heard anything like it. And it's funny because we used to call my homeboy's mom's boyfriend D Ruggs off of that song. But
Right.
I just wanted to say, man, like what your music not only meant to Harlem, but what your entire movement meant to Harlem. Because like growing up in the '90s, most of the rappers at the time, as you know, was coming out of Queens and Brooklyn. So
Right.
for you to do what you did, man, I just always wanted to say salute when I had the opportunity.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to get this light out the background so you ain't got to deal with it.
Oh, it's all
Oh,
good, bro.
yeah.
We just glad you're here. So I
Yeah,
always
too,
said if I
man.
ever had a chance to talk to you, I was gonna tell you that, man.
Listen, man. First of all, I want to thank you for the help you gave on Purple Haze 2. It was amazing. Just want to tell you thank you, and I appreciate everything that you guys at Pandora is definitely doing. But listen, bro. If you from Harlem, you already know. You know what I'm saying. I just poured my heart into what I could do during that era when I first came out. Still doing it, but I'm just saying during that era it was a real different time, the D Ruggs era, and a lot of people, uh, I get what 15, 20 years later are just catching on to what that song's about. You know, they didn't realize D and the word rugs equals drugs.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
a lot of people catch on late, but I really appreciate that, film.
Nah, it's
Thank
all good, bro, man. So this is the Making Plays combo, and really we're just gonna be talking about all the plays you was making before the pandemic started, what you're doing now, what you plan on doing before everything is over. But I always like to ask how you and your people are, how your family doing.
Everybody's good, man. I can't complain. I really can't. Everybody's doing wonderful. Um, we can't complain. I mean, it's definitely shit to complain about, but we definitely can't complain, man. I just want to say everything is real good right now. How about you?
Man, I'm good, bro. Staying inside despite what the governor is saying. He trying to get all the black people outside, so we in here chilling. We gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah, it's really no longer governor right now. They tell you to do one thing, but the people that's telling you to do something, they're not doing what they're telling you to do. So how you going to follow somebody who's not following their own protocol? It's hysteria right now. You know, they tell you wear masks and gloves, but the people telling you wear masks and gloves, they're not wearing a mask and gloves. So,
Nah,
it's
that's real.
a mess. It's a mess, man.
That's real. So I had to ask you, bro, did you ever start that toilet paper company? Because I remember you was talking about that back in the fall, and Cass was laughing at you. But look at it now.
Yeah, well, I didn't get an opportunity to follow through with that because um, my own mistake, I left it in somebody else's hands because I was busy and I thought the person would be responsible enough to follow through with it. But they actually didn't. And I didn't, the more of the story is no, but what I am in the process of doing right now is I'm making my own soap. So I have soap in the next
Wow.
4 months.
You said something real profound. You said that you create businesses around essential services because you don't really need a car, you don't really need jewelry, but you need soap, you need toilet paper. But you seem to always have a knack to be ahead of the curve when it comes to starting business and creating an enterprise. Like, how'd you get that mindset to always think ahead as far as what you think people would need or what they would want?
Having your back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got somebody that they could call if something goes wrong. So you got a friend or a cousin or a father or a mother or whoever else that you could call. If something goes wrong for me, I'm the only person I could call. I'm exaggerating. I have friends that I could call, but hopefully nothing goes wrong for me. But that always been my mindset. If something goes wrong, when am I going to have to look back for myself? I don't want to have to call somebody and say, I need 200,000. This isn't, when I say something goes wrong, I'm not talking about a $2,000 problem or a
Right.
$500,000 problem. If something goes wrong, these could potentially be half a million, quarter million, three-quarter million, $1 million problems. So I want to create businesses that I always can have my back if something goes wrong, whether it's, pertaining to entertainment, whether it's movie doesn't come out, album doesn't go good, an artist doesn't sell, everything else. And when you're creating businesses, a lot of businesses that I went through, um, it is an essential. You know, I call it essential and I call it luxury. You know, like you said, you can have a liquor. I had a liquor. Me and Jim was probably the first rappers to have liquors. We used the first. No, it's common now. We used the first rappers to have a cologne. I had Old Boy cologne.
Yep.
So it's those things are what I call a luxury. It's things that you definitely need. You're always going to need soap. You're always going to need toilet paper. Those are things that I call essential. So um, to answer your question, I would just say having my back against the wall, because I never ran into a problem like that yet, thank God. But just in case I do, look at right now. You can't go do a show.
Yeah.
You could go put out an album, you know, if you get good streams, so on and so forth. But you can't go perform right now. So a lot of people who depend on show money is probably stuck. You
Yeah.
have, like right now, I was in the middle of a tour. My tour got shut down. What
Mm.
would I be doing if I was fucked up? My
Right.
tour, I was only halfway through my tour, the Purple Haze 2 tour, and it got shut down. So thank God I'm in a position to do other things and don't really have to worry about it right now. But to answer your question, just having my back against the wall and having the mentality of saying, look, I don't have anybody else to call if shit grow left. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real right there. Shout out to Jacob York. He said you was the first one with the mask too. I forgot about that. You had the Ebola mask.
Yeah, absolutely. Even, you know, the Ebola situation didn't no, it's not the right word to use, take off, but it wasn't as serious as this COVID-19 situation. But I was prepared when it was time for the Ebola situation. I had masks then. I also have masks now. If you go to dipsetcouture.us, we got masks, diplomat masks up there right now. We sold out, so a lot of people upset about their orders. They'll be in the next couple of weeks because, you know, they're coming from overseas. But
Right.
yeah, we got masks out right now at dipsetcouture.us. Like I said, you know, I feed what's going on also as well.
Nah, no doubt, bro. So back to Purple Haze too. You know, there was definitely a dope project. My standout records was I Don't Know, Believe in Flea, and KOP. And I saw that you posted you go film a video, or you already filmed a video for KOP. It kind of looked like a movie though.
Yeah, we shot a video for KOP. We just dropped the video for Ride the Wave. I shot a bunch of videos, you know, being like I told you I was on tour, I was going to drop certain videos during certain parts of the tour. Being that we don't have an ending date for all this stuff that's going on right now, I
Right.
figured I'd drop a few more videos. The Medellin video comes out May 12th or May 14th. We're working on a date now for BET Jam, so that video will be out in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And the Medellin video, I'll probably drop 2 or 3 weeks after that. I mean, not pardon me, the KOP video, I'll probably drop 2 or 3 weeks after that. But I also did a video for I Don't Know as well. Wale's not in it,
Oh
but
wow.
I did a video for that as well. So we stocked up on the Purple Haze 2 videos. You get some in the next couple months from everything.
That's dope. Now you plan on putting out any more music for the rest of the year?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just trying to see how everything plays out. You know, we got the plan initially was the, you know, tour
Mm-hmm.
this Purple Haze 2 project. We have Federal Reserve album completely done with A-Track. Then
Wow.
I was going to put out the Program 2, which is probably 80% done.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, Program 2. And then what we was going to do is put out a project I call Friends of the Program. So the Program 2 is just mainly songs by myself, but I have so many different artist features that I'm going to put out Friends of the Program. And then what we was going to do this December was put out Killer Season 2, the movie, and the soundtrack to go along with that. But
Okay.
but
Okay.
you know, we right now the calendar's a little off, so I can't promise you all those things that I just said, but 100% we're gonna get one of those 2 things out.
Man, that's gonna be crazy right there. Speaking of sequels, the question everybody's asking, is there gonna be a Paid in Full 2?
You know what's crazy is that me and Jacob was talking about a few different scenarios. You know, we have a mutual friend, really close friend to Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
that actually is running Miramax right now. And pardon me, not Miramax, Dimensions, which Paid in Full originally came out on, and now one of Jacob's boys, which is a friend of mine, also is running Dimensions Films, being that you know, Harvey Weinstein and them are not running it anymore. And these are conversations that we talked about in the last few months. Actually,
Right.
a couple hours ago, something we talked about pertaining Paid in Full too. I don't want to say 100% yes, but we're definitely in the talks about doing something similar to Paid in Full One. It's
Yo, that's good. That's
definitely a
good enough for
conversation.
me. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's definitely a conversation going on right now about that 100%.
I'll definitely take it, man. I think you made a lot of people happy and gave us some hope, bro.
Yeah, no, listen, man, if I tell you, this is the first time I've been asked this question several times, and I had to tell people no, not that I know of. I don't have nothing to do with it. So this is the first time I'm giving you a possibility of yes.
No doubt, no doubt. So I got to give you my top 5 Killer Cam records of all time. This is just me. This is my personal opinion. It's not in any particular order. 357, What Means the World to You, Oh Boy, Pull It with you and DMX. I feel like that was one of the most slept on songs, but it was the craziest songs when it first came out. We used to bump that all the time.
Right.
And Confessions, because it was just so different and nobody ever heard anything like that. Do you ever go back and listen to that song and just be like, damn, I was on some other shit?
Once in a while I do. To tell the truth, like I'm real superstitious, so I don't fuck with that song like I used to. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm real superstitious. So the song Confessions, I don't really listen to like I used to. I was somewhere else in life at that particular point. But as far as What Means the World to You, 357, Pull It, of course, definitely I listen to them songs a lot. You know, I don't really perform a lot of songs from my first album on my shows, so I definitely get requests for them songs. Definitely, especially 357 all the time. You know, Pull It is one of them songs that you really got to be a Camron fan to know, because that's not on any of my albums, because when
Nah, it's not.
right, because we was trying to clear the sample and we couldn't get the sample cleared to put on the album. And so a lot of people were unfortunate that was outside the New York area didn't get to hear Pull It. But yeah, once in a while I go and listen to stuff like that when it's time to prepare a show, or when people, you know, a lot of times I ask people what songs I didn't perform in my show that they want to hear. So I go listen to it, because I forget lyrics sometimes, because if I'm in between tours, I got to go refresh my brain, because I'm doing so much stuff creating new things that I'll be like, damn, I forgot how this song goes. But if I listen to it 2, 3 times, I remember the lyrics. But I'm so busy creating new stuff all the time, or working with people creating new stuff, that a lot of times I don't dwell on old stuff, because I'm still creating. Sometimes I'll be in the car and I'll be like, sometimes I listen to shit and be like, damn, I'm a nice nigga. I don't even believe I said the shit. You know, I'm like, God damn, where the fuck I was at to think of that hot shit? You know what I'm saying? That happens a lot. I very rarely get a chance to have a conversation with myself and pat myself on the back. But during this whole quarantine, sometimes I'll take an hour or two drive and give myself the salute that I deserve.
Right,
You know?
right. As
Right.
you should, bro. As you should, especially during this time when we're
Thank you.
reflecting on a lot of music that helped pave the way and shape the culture.
Thank
So, you know, being from Harlem, we all know in New York City you was one of the best basketball players during that time, and you still followed the NBA. Have you been watching that Last Dance documentary?
you. Love it. Love it, man. I love it. You know, you know, even though I got it on the DVR being recorded, I come home on time at 9 p.m. every Sunday for the last 3 weeks with my popcorn and just reminisce about that time, because even though I was a teenager during that era, it just brings me back to the type of mentality that people had, not just basketball,
Right.
just the mentality. I know you get a lot of attitude and mentality from the Last Dance, but that's just how people were. You know, I got friends that I used to play basketball with, and if we lose, we didn't speak to each other for 2 weeks. Good friends. We had attitudes with each other. You know, it's a different time, and I'm not diminishing or shitting on camaraderie. Camaraderie is always good, but it's also good to have a competitive edge with you as well. So I love The Last Dance. I'm loving it. I can't wait for Sunday to come back and watch the next part.
Nah, no doubt, brother. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up on this, man. These are my quarantine questions.
Yeah.
Besides The Last Dance, what's the best thing you've watched during this time?
Well, big Ozark fan. So Ozark came
Hell
on
yeah.
during this time. I mean, I finished that. I finished that in 3 days. Ozark. I went back and watched the whole Sopranos. I watched Black as Fuck
Yeah.
on Netflix. I just watched Running with the Devil with Lawrence Fishburne and Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
Those are the top three things I probably watch. Right now, I'm watching Snowfall again because I haven't seen it in a while. Waiting for that to come back too.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Have you tried cooking any new foods?
New foods? No. Regular cooking, as people don't know, I'm a chef. You know what I'm saying? My chef.
Okay, Chef Cam.
Oh no, Chef Boy Off Fleek.
Oh, Chef Boy Off Fleek. My bad.
Yeah, I'm Chef Boy Off Fleek. Go to YouTube and type in Camron cooking. You'll see some of the things that I cooked before. But yeah, I'm definitely cooking during this time. I don't trust a lot of eat out food.
Yeah.
During what's going on, so I'm definitely cooking a lot. But yeah, Chef Boy Off Fleek is definitely cooking at least 5-6 times a week.
No doubt, bro. And my last question, what's the first thing you're going to do once it's safe to go out? Like, people are saying we can go out in certain states, but once it's safe to go out.
Oh, man, that's a great question, man. It's so many people that I want to see that I haven't seen because they're not taking it as serious as I might be taking it. You know, I'm around my mother a lot, so I can't risk just being around anybody. So a lot of times, just a lot of different friends that I haven't seen in different places. I'll probably take a couple trips and go see a few people, but we don't really know because, like you said, it's so many different levels. Can you go outside? Can you go outside? Can you go outside a little bit? Can you go out a little bit? But if I had to say one thing, it's definitely go visit a few people that I'll leave them anonymous at this time who they are. But definitely a few friends that I want to go visit that I can't see at this particular time.
No doubt. Well, bro, I really appreciate your time, man. This was an honor for me. Like
Yo,
I
cut
said,
it out, man. First of all, you from Harlem. I appreciate what you're doing for the culture, pushing it forward. Everything that you're doing down in Atlanta with Pandora. And anytime you need me, I'm on deck, family. Harlem Mike.
no doubt, bro. Anytime you're in Atlanta, come through to the office. We'll show you how you're still running up the numbers on the platform, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Anytime. Thank you, bro. See you
No
soon.
doubt. Salute.